they haven't had a first down in nearly a quarter and a half. 21 minutes, 40 seconds of game action. Siemian in the end zone. Now runs out with it and saves a sack, picks up about a yard.
Well, one of the reasons why we haven't seen big plays. Emmanuel Sanders against Malcolm Butler. Watch the coverage, bottom of your screen, all over it. How about this one at the bottom of the screen? This calls the sack. Just shadows him underneath. I know he had help deep, but doesn't bite on the double move. He reads the quarterback. Malcolm Butler.
The second down run for nothing at all, maybe a yard. Forsett now for the game. 10 carries, 37 yards. It looked like it was a little promising for Denver the start of this game. A couple of Forsett runs. You thought, well, maybe they're going to open up things for the rest of this offense if they can get something established. But again, they've gone a quarter and a half without a first down.
Well, this New England defense, 5th in the NFL against the run, so I think you're going to do it consistently. Pretty tough.
Siemian not down yet, but there is a flag down. Sidearms it. Incomplete. Forsett hit the ground.
Result of the play was an incomplete pass. Holding, number 71, offense. Penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
And that will bring back out Dixon to punt for a 6th time in this game.
What's the right side? Sheared against Donald Stevenson just again.
Boy, did Sheared overpower him, huh?
Yeah, a couple times. And, you know, it's not just the fact that once he got back in this lineup and got some playing time once again, it's been dynamic.
Big punt by Dixon. Takes Edelman to the 30. And he goes down with a fight at the 35. 58 yards that punt traveled. Inside 14 minutes to play. Patriots with the football and the 10-point lead.
There's an ocean filled with creatures whose...
Daddy, how big is a blue whale?
Okay, Google, how big is a blue whale?
Blue whale typically has a weight of 300,000 pounds.
An ocean filled with creatures whose...
Oh, this is where Mom does a big whale noise.
Whale noise? Okay, Google, what noise does a whale make? All right, let's keep going. An ocean filled with...
Do whales sleep?
Okay, Google, do whales sleep?
Type 2 diabetes? Listen up. We're not professional athletes, but that doesn't mean we're giving up.
I'm in this for me.
For me.
Along with diet and exercise, Farxiga helps lower blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes, lowering A1C by up to 1.2 points.
Do not take if allergic to Farxiga. If you experience symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, such as rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking and seek medical help right away. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems, are on dialysis, or have bladder cancer. Tell your doctor right away if you have blood or red color in your urine, or pain while you urinate. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast infections in women and men, serious urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, and kidney problems. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have signs of ketoacidosis, which is serious and may lead to death.
I'm in this for my family.
I'm in this for me.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga and learn how you can get it for free.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Her name's Emmy.
Welcome to our Super Bowl 50 baby shower. Am I the reason you're here? You're like,
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Now, 5 years ago today, right here, it was Brady against Tebow. 41-23, New England victory. Then they would meet again in the playoffs at New England with Brady throwing 6 touchdowns. At the pocket. Trying to get away from Ray. He just throws it away. Tom saying in the production meeting that he trusts his offensive line, wanted to get ahead. He doesn't have to worry about with Peyton on the other side, this being one of those kind of shootout games where you got to score 35 points.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they're managing the game. Tom Brady, the best thing he's done today, he's made some plays, but just knowing the situation, knowing what he's up against, and knows how their defense is playing against this Denver offense. Careful, smart, and excellent game managed by the New England coaches here today, too.
They got some pressure on him that time. Again, it was Shane Ray, who's had a sack in this game. 2nd and 10. Trying to bring the heat again, and that was Nelson on coverage. Aqib Talib was able to get to Brady, knock him down after the pass.
And coverage was good. Tom Brady actually gets plenty of time to throw the football, but nobody's open. And overall, this Denver defense has done a real good job against all the crossing routes, all those short throws that Tom Brady likes to use on this offense.
10-point lead, 2 incompletions though on this drive, so virtually no time off the clock. The 3rd and 10. Ware coming in, pass complete, and the stick is made on James White by Todd Davis. So quick work pulled off by the Broncos defense.
DeMarcus Ware on the outside is going to loop back inside, sells it, and Tooney was surprised because it just took him a little longer to get there. Left guard wasn't looking for it. Another excellent stand by the Denver defense.
Here is Allen, who has done a great job with field position in this game. Slater's been able to take a couple of punts inside the 10. This one's not very deep. But it gets a hugely favorable rollout. And the crowd here is not happy about the way that was handled.
Designs jewelry for Hollywood's biggest stars. And at Kay Jewelers, he designs them for you, too.
You know the saying, they don't make them like they used to? I still do.
Kay, the #1 jewelry store for...
Yes.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
In life, you have to adapt to your environment. That's why Jaguar's instinctive all-wheel drive system constantly monitors the road surface and driver inputs hundreds of times every second. Outstanding performance all year round. Jaguar all-wheel drive.
For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer during the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event.
If there was any way to make the $10 any pizza carryout deal from Pizza Hut any easier or any better, we'd do it. But any way we slice it, you're free to choose any large pizza with any toppings or any recipe, like Supreme or Meat Lovers on original pan crust. The $10 any pizza. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Jaguar, the art of performance. Kay Jewelers. For 100 years, every kiss begins with K. And by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And the Broncos offense finally do something. 12 plays, 24 yards. Without a first down in the second half. And they're down 2 scores. For the first time in this game, Emmanuel Sanders has a catch. And it goes for 7. Thursday Night Football. That'll be on NBC and NFL Network. Giants and Eagles. The Giants with another big win today, beating Detroit.
Yep, Giant defense once again outstanding.
2nd and 3. Booker. He stopped a yard short.
Well, they're trying to go with a little tempo there, maybe sneak a run play in there, but this run defense You see big Jamal Brown in there. And this Denver offensive line, not big by NFL standards. Hard to move these guys out. And you got this Matt Patricia. And he admitted to us when we talked Friday night that, hey, the guys, the core group of defensive players out there every week so they can do more and more. Of course, they're getting better. Communication is great.
3rd and 1. They're on him. And all the way back at the 5, Malcolm Brown and Trey Flowers both get to him. Brown in on the last 2 plays.
Yep, it's Trey Flowers that time going against Max Garcia. Right here, right in the middle, number 98. And he plays a little defensive end, gets inside on pass rushing situations. Long arms, excellent pass rusher, 2nd year out of Arkansas.
From the end zone, Dixon. Fair catch. Edelman at the 47. So things went from bad to worse for the Denver offense that series. 11 minutes left.
Not everyone speaks Sriracha.
Sriracha.
But Wendy's is fluent. They know when a true fan says Sriracha. They really want a Sriracha chicken sandwich done deliciously different.
Sriracha.
Jack cheese,
Sriracha.
infused aioli, and even Sriracha! Baked into the bun. Some might think Wendy's is taking it too far, but if you speak
Sriracha, Sriracha?
Sriracha, you understand that's not possible. Wendy's spicy Sriracha chicken sandwich, yours to love for a limited time.
Tonight, some holiday cheer with a peer.
And they say Christmas comes but once a year.
It's true, the episode's festive and new.
That was very Home Alone of you.
A Yuletide treasure you'll remember forever.
Something tells me we're all in this together.
New NCIS LA, CBS tonight.
Early headlines today. Ryan Suckup connects from 54 yards with no time left. The Titans win at Kansas City. And the Texans went to Tom Savage in the first half of that game, and they came from behind to beat Jacksonville. And the Steelers trailed most of the way against Cincinnati, but got the win to stay on top in the AFC North, as Baltimore was able to squeak out and win against the Eagles, who went for 2 at the end of the game and failed to convert for a 1-point Raven win. Play action. Pass caught. It's Bennett. And New England has its biggest play of the day with that one right there. Gain of 34.
Yeah, just great deception. Here he comes across. You got an extra offensive lineman in there. You got the tight ends up there. I'm thinking LeGarrette, Blount's in the backfield. It's got to be a run. And it caught him by surprise. And Bennett stumbles, recovers. They were thinking the same thing, this Denver linebacking crew. They were thinking run all the way. Bennett wide open.
Back the longest play by either team. The Denver defense cannot give up anything more than a field goal here. With 10:20 to go. Brady fires it in there at the 5, and it is caught. Mitchell with his first grab of the game.
Well, he changed it up that time. They put Mitchell in the slot. So they gave him a little more room and a chance to get inside and make a play. And that time Mitchell's open. Julian Edelman was open. The Denver defense, hey, they've been under the gun for, it seems like, ever since about what, the middle of the second quarter. Patriots great field position.
This is Blount territory. And the Broncos wise to that. And they stuffed that play for no gain.
Well, you know, just the way they're playing today. Think of this Patriots, what they've done. What was their #1 game plan on offense to do today? To take care of Von Miller. And I haven't heard you say his name in quite a while, Jim, because the play calling by Josh McDaniels, the better offensive line play, and just the management of the game so different. It's just eliminated Von Miller.
152 total yards this half to only 19. Now with the 2nd and goal at 9 minutes remaining. It's White cutting outside, darting inside, and Davis stacks him up. A couple of yards short. Von Miller in on that play.
Yeah, he got blocked pretty good though by Marcus Cannon, but he finally got off of it at the last second to make the tackle. Watch Cannon, 61, the right tackle. Well, Von Miller just throws him off. Good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
3rd and goal. A must stop here for Denver. Back to the end zone, just a throwaway. And Gostkowski's coming out for a 21-yard field goal.
Well, it was almost like you almost know it's going to go to Julian Edelman, number 11. They put him in motion. Chris Harris just sitting there waiting for it. We've seen that play so many times.
You know what that play made me think of? Same point on the field where they went for the 2.
Yes.
With 12 seconds to go, that would have tied it. They made that big comeback, couple of big passes to Gronk, including one on 4th and 10, then the touchdown.
Edelman came from the other side.
And T. broke it up, and Roby picked it off. And Denver went on to win Super Bowl 50. 21 yards it is. Gostkowski, 2 for 2 today. And he's got another one. 2 field goals in the 2nd half by Gostkowski. That's the only scoring we've had since the intermission. 16-3 New England.
So you like to know your heart rate when you're doing this, and this, and this, and this, and a little bit of this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Smart HR from Garmin.
There are some people you should give underwear to this holiday. And there are some people you shouldn't. People you should. Shouldn't.
Janice?
Should. Shouldn't. Yes. No. Should. No way. Should. No. Definitely not.
Nah.
You shouldn't give underwear to everybody, but for those you do, give them Fruit of the Loom.
Abracadabra. Alakazam. Hocus pocus. It's not working.
Okay, Google, what's the magic word? The magic word is please.
Please.
Let's put a new spin on gift giving and go to a place with the best gifts and best brands all in one place. Let's put something under the tree that will get used all year. Get a free power tool or battery when you buy select combo kits. Only at the Home Depot.
Sunday, January 22nd, the series premiere of the new reality thriller, Hunted.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Garmin Fitness. Let's beat yesterday. And by Amazon Prime. Get free 2-day shipping on millions of items.
Jolly old St. Nick. He is a week away from making a lot of young people happy.
Yes, he is.
Okay, Siemian and this anemic offense. See what they can do. Starting from the 25, it's just Gostkowski sends it all the way through the back of the end zone. Again, the latest AFC playoff picture looks like this. They still got Oakland trailing at San Diego right now by a field goal in the 4th. There's the NFC playoff picture. There's actually still some scenarios where even the Giants could be the #1 overall seed.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, the Patriots or the Broncos, one of those two teams has been the #1 seed in the AFC in the last 6 years. Been one of these two. Here's Siemian trying to get it started. And he does with a first down. It's Derby out to about the 42. So finally, for the first time in a long time, they move the chains. Gain of 16.
Yep, Derby comes across the field and good pass protection for Siemian. Now, this New England defense knows it's going to be passes. Can the offensive line hold up against the pass rush?
28.5 minutes between first downs, and they've got 2 in a row. Sanders gets collared by Butler, but another big gainer for the Broncos.
Defense is rotating. In other words, they're moving away from Sanders, and he comes in behind Logan Ryan and gets the completion. Good anticipation, excellent throw by Trevor Siemian.
First for 16 to Derby, then 21 to Sanders. Knocked down at the line and incomplete. That was Alan Branch.
That was a good knockdown, too, because Demaryius Thomas is open going across the middle. Good high release. Nothing that Siemian can do. But a good job by Branch. If you can't get to the quarterback, keep your eyes on him and jump, and that's what he did. Watch Demaryius Thomas. Boom, he's open there. They're going to throw it to him.
Not like it. Go with it again. Siemian. He could use it right there. That's Flowers. We also have at the bottom of the pile Kyle Van Noy.
Yep, Van Noy that time, and Flowers switched positions and did a little game inside, and that's, you know, I've talked about it. This defense has gotten more complicated, and especially in the defensive line, moving around more on the pass rush.
I'd like to welcome those of you just joining us here. 60 Minutes is coming up next, except on the West Coast, as you see Matt Patricia. He was a trained aeronautical engineer at RPI. Decided to become a football coach. 3rd and 15. Siemian's pass to Thomas, and it got him in field goal range with that completion, so that was big. They're looking like they're going to go for it. They don't need a field goal here down 13.
This is 4-down territory, even if they didn't get this pass. But Siemian backpedaling off his back foot. What a throw right on the money to Demaryius Thomas. And
we got a 4th and 2 coming up. So 6.5 minutes to go. Field goal not the option at all. So Siemian, he had a lot of pressure on him on that throw. Did a good job of getting it to Thomas and Patricia. And his defense trying to lock the door right here. Need 2. Siemian's pass open and dropped. What a hit. McCourty just walloped Thomas. And that hit, he broke up, and Thomas is still down.
Yeah, it's a big hit. Devin McCourty can really cover some ground. Remember, he came in the NFL as a first-round drafted corner. And that time they played the short route. Thomas was open along the sideline, but I don't think he expected this hit.
Look at him. He had clutched it and was bringing it to his belly, and then all of a sudden McCourty comes in, and this brings the football back to New England.
Well, excellent form too. Used his shoulder, hit him low. It was a good read by Trevor Siemian. The corner played the quick out route. That's why he looked like he was wide open down the sideline. How about that? Matt Patricia pretty excited. You talked about, what was he? What kind of engineer?
Aeronautical engineer. He was going to build military planes for the government.
Yeah.
How about explaining that one to your mom?
Yeah, Mom.
I'm going to give up that education at RPI.
I'm going to go coach at Amherst for $3,000. And the mother, well, I can't imagine what she said to him or what she thought. But hey, It's worked. It's paid off. What a job he's done with this defense along with Bill Belichick.
Thomas still unsettled and woozy on the bench. 2 timeouts for the Broncos. And now Blount. He gets knocked back a yard. By the way, the main lineup of games moves to Saturday, Christmas Eve day. And many of you are going to see the action late in the 4:05 window with Indianapolis at Oakland. So we'll see the Jets in New England, other regional action. The 1 o'clock window, all starting with the NFL Today, noon Eastern time, presented by Southwest Airlines. There was a flag on that last play.
After the play, there are fouls by both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 15 of the offense and number 21 of the defense. That's both of their first unsportsmanlike fouls. Those fouls all set. It's second down.
You know, Jim, couple things about this game today. Such a different looking game than we saw Peyton Manning, Tom Brady last year in the championship. And, you know, the one thing that sticks out to this Patriots football team, they're just tougher. And I think that's what they tried. That was their goal starting out the year, that we just want to be a tougher football team. And to do that, that means you got to be able to run the football. They've done that this year.
Brady throwing and incomplete with a flag. Von Miller on coverage intended for Mitchell. And this is a New England passing attack that figures they have a new weapon. Inactive today, Michael Floyd, but they just signed him this week.
Holding number 58. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, Von Miller just grabbed him right around the waist real quick, then grabbed the arm, so pretty easy call.
There's Michael Floyd, former first-round pick for the Cardinals, who was found asleep behind the wheel of a running car in Scottsdale late Sunday night last week after the Cardinals returned home from a game at Carolina, charged with a DUI, and they waived him, and then the Patriots picked him up. About 24 hours of clock there, made the trip here, inactive for the game, and then look at this now.
The ruling on the field
they say he's down.
Was the runner was down by contact. Second down.
Shaq Barrett, who picked up the football.
Well, this could be challenged by Gary Kubiak if he wants to. You heard what he said, the ruling on the field.
Yeah, but right knee was down, so it appeared.
Even though that whistle is blown, doesn't mean you can't challenge the play.
Well, you got 2 timeouts left, and
Gary Kubiak got the word from upstairs that you're not going to win it. You're not going to win it, so he didn't waste the timeout.
Timeout called on the other side by the Patriots. We'll have a 2nd and 8 when we come back in 30 seconds to Denver.
Now, Straight Talk Wireless has more high-speed data than ever before. We're talking double the data for just $10 more. That's 10 gigs of high-speed data to stream more video and more music, more whatever you want. All on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks. Choose from 2 great plans. Our unlimited plan with 5 gigs of high-speed data, or double your data for just $10 more. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Okay, so the Patriots coming out of a timeout they called with 4:40 to go and leading by 13. There's Lewis, and he's got a first down. He bounced around and he's getting close to 100 yards.
Well, Jim, let's go back and watch Devlin here. Here he comes across. Watch the block he makes to give Lewis. And he is against a defensive tackle, Sylvester Williams. Man, just takes him on. It looks like a lineman when he goes in there and makes the hit. But James Devlin, Josh McDaniels brought his name up. So did Tom Brady. Just says he's so important to their football team. He brings toughness. And LeGarrette Blount likes a lead blocker like him in front of him.
First down carry to Blount. He drives ahead, gets thrown down by Davis.
Well, let's watch James Devlin in a few blocks. You know, like an unsung hero here. You know, it's not always about the quarterback and receivers. Tremendous block there. Now on the touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Oh, yeah. Made contact with Anderson.
Got a timeout called by the Broncos, leaving them with 1, and that gives us a chance to go to the studio in New York. JB.
Hey, Jim, a huge defensive stop here.
Yeah, on 3rd and goal, the San Diego defense gets stingy. Kyle Emanuel makes this stop. Sebastian Janikowski would kick the field goal. It is all knotted up, 16-16. Remember, if Oakland wins this game, they punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
All right, guys, so yeah, that's a huge final 9 minutes of action there. And now with the 2nd and 5. Blount. Jump cut and brought down. Gain of 2. Talk about Denver here. And just want to remind people, I'm receiving word that I got another timeout called here by Denver, that if that game is still ongoing and it appears to be running behind this one enough that will be the case. Bonus coverage coming up of the Raiders and Chargers after this one. But you look at the Broncos, who started out 4-0 at the beginning of this season, and barring any kind of unforeseen comeback here, this would make them 4-6 in their next 10 games, and in huge danger of missing out on the playoffs with games still to go against Kansas City and Oakland.
It all comes down to this. If you said, okay, it's not the quarterback, it's not the wide receivers. I think the defense, you've been impressed with what they've done here today against arguably the best offense in football. It's the offensive line. That's the difference in this football team. They thought they fixed it. They can't run the football. They can't control the game. They can't get their defense in position enough where Von Miller can take over. That's why you go 4-6.
3rd and 3, and now New England. It picks up the first down. Remember, the Broncos out of timeouts. Through the hands of the receiver. Edelman. He gets the flag.
Yep. TJ Ward. He picked him up and slammed him to the ground.
Ward, for some reason, flexes his muscles, but he might be flagged here with a penalty that will essentially end the game. Let's see if it's on Ward, as Edelman was making the appeal.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 43 defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Not a moment to celebrate.
No, not a moment to celebrate. And, you know, just Denver's going to look back at this game, and it depends on what happens. They can still make the playoffs. But look at all the opportunities Gary Kubiak's team had today. I mean, many penalties, drop passes. The ball was on the ground a few times. They couldn't come up with it. They can find a way, though, to win the next 2 after this game to get in the playoffs. I don't care what you say. When you have a defense like they had, they'll be tough against anybody.
A lot of folks down in Miami happy to see what's happening here in Denver today, as the Dolphins won last night against the Jets, and they've had a second-half surge.
It's been tremendous. You know what it came down to them? Just like here in Denver, their offensive line got healthy, turned their season around.
Davis on him.
If this was a Thanksgiving Day game, our all-iron trophy, I'd give it to James Devlin, because he is throwing some leather out there. And Cannon, how about the job he's done at right tackle? We talked about it many times against Von Miller, and just the management of the game and what they've done here, the Patriots. This is a really tough. They flexed their muscles. They wanted to be a tough team. They showed it here today.
They rushed for 133 yards. Stopping the run has been problematic all year. Adds about 3, maybe 4 more. Still have to snap it for 3rd down before the 2-minute warning.
Von Miller. You know, last year you think about, well, he's having a tremendous year this year. He could still be the defensive MVP, but last year they were in position so many times where they were leading late in the games, and they could unleash their pass rush. And there haven't been enough of those scenarios for him this year.
3rd and 4. He is stacked up. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. You're watching the NFL on CBS. 16-3 Patriots.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face.
I'm about to head off to the after party, and thanks to Target, I got this nice little outfit just in time using Order Pickup. Stay fresh. Get last-minute gifts with Order Pickup at Target.
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console with 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, 4K video streaming, and high dynamic range gaming. The new Xbox One S. Smaller, sleeker, sharper. The ultimate games and 4K entertainment system.
Xbox One S, now $249.
Here's one of our best elves hard at work. What's right there? Nothing.
A touchdown. Come on.
Santa, the Davidsons are here to see our workshop.
Oh, well, hello. This is my sleigh. It's how I deliver all the presents by myself.
Santa, you got anything else going to Albany?
By myself.
Ship with FedEx Express at FedEx Office. It's how the holidays arrive.
Give her a gift from Zales that shines so bright, you may have to wrap it twice. Shop the Zales Season to Sparkle sale for 30% off hundreds of holiday gifts, now through December 24th. Only at Zales, the Diamond Store.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
How would you like to hear what the Pope's Choir will sing on Christmas Eve? You can tonight, only on 60 Minutes.
Join me for my farewell interview with First Lady Michelle Obama inside the White House.
An Oprah Winfrey exclusive this Monday.
Only CBS.
Tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes and the story of the Pope's Choir from the Vatican. Followed by new episodes, NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary on America's #1 network. New England here on 4th and 3 is going to run a play instead of risking a possible blocked field goal.
Round 19!
And Blount is stopped. So we'll see the Broncos come back out without any ability to stop the clock. And again, bonus coverage is following this one with 4 minutes remaining down in San Diego, and they're tied, and that's got a lot of significance, this game right here, Oakland and San Diego.
Well, San Diego, you know, as you say, oh, look at games the next 2 weeks and think you see easy wins for playoff-bound teams. There's nothing easy in the NFL, and there's nothing more than the opposition likes, like San Diego, to let's do something to maybe help, not ruin, but change it for the Oakland Raiders.
Now there is Sanders with the catch at the 45. Now if the Raiders go on and win that game and win out, they have Indianapolis and Denver here still to play. But if they win out and go 13-3 and New England loses one of its last 2 games, also to end up 13-3, Oakland would be the one. They win on the tiebreak. Siemian floats it over the head of Thomas.
Chris Long got a little pressure that time. You think of this game, couple big plays. Devin McCourty's hit, which could have put the Broncos down here to score to make this game tight. A one-score game that. Of course, the Trevor Siemian interception started off so hot, threw the football really well, and the Logan Ryan interception. So every time there was a big play to be made, seemed like the Patriots made it. Denver couldn't do it.
1:22 to go. Siemian. That's Derby to the 42.
Derby's a good-looking tight end.
Again, played in 4 games for the Patriots at the start of this year, inactive for 3 others. Never caught a ball, limited action. Floated. Booker takes a high tower, some collision. But again, it's a first down at the 28, clock running. And they're way off of Thomas at the top. Going to keep him in the field of play. Siemian had to get rid of it. And it squirts out of his hand. As Ninkovich was there. Sheard was there. Siemian slow to get up.
Yeah, he's fought through some injuries this year, Siemian.
Got a flag now.
Ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage.
Intentional grounding, number 13, offense. The quarterback was out of the pocket. However, the football did not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of down. And inside of a minute, this will also be a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 25 seconds.
Oh, boy. Gets down below. Ninkovich gets him high. Trevor Siemian, like I said, left shoulder, foot sprain. Really showing a lot of toughness overcoming them. And we saw him down in New Orleans, right? When they won that game, he took a beating. One of the worst beatings probably a quarterback took in the league this year. Hung in there and made some plays to help him win that game.
And he went into that game with a sore shoulder. And they won that game, of course, in a most improbable fashion with the pick 2 return. It's Norwood. And he fumbles again. Oh, wow. Bookend fumbles right at the start of the game and now to end it. So New England goes to 12-2. And look where Denver falls back into that, drooping at 8-6. Miami right now has hold of the final wild card position. Tom Brady reverses fortunes here in the Mile High City, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. Did it a different way. Wasn't all on his shoulders today.
And
Bill Belichick pretty excited about the way his defense played.
And a division title for the 8th straight year, and that's going to also secure the first-round bye for the 7th consecutive year. They will be the 1 or the 2. And a former assistant here for the Broncos way back in 1978 for Joe Collier. Bill Belichick comes back here today, and his team, especially that defense, just dominated the Broncos the last 3 quarters. We had 1 touchdown in this game, and it was a 1-yard plunge.
Yeah, you got a New England team that's kind of peaking, believe it or not. You know, we know the offense, what they can do, but the defense continues to get better.
16-3 is the final. Patriots take it. 60 minutes. Then all new episodes NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary. For Bill, Tracy, and Jay, Jim Nance saying so long from Denver. Let's go to James Brown in New York.
Excellent, synonymous with New England as they win over Denver. Right now, we're going to take you out to the game in San Diego. Oakland and San Diego all knotted. An Oakland win, they get into the postseason. Let's join Spiro Ditas, Solomon Wilcots, and Scott Kaplan.
Fresh set of downs for Derek Carr in this offense.
Well, it was clear evidence that he was in bounds. The ball was certainly in bounds. It's a really good observation by Jack Del Rio.
Final score from Denver, the Patriots over the Broncos 16-13. They clinch a first-round postseason bye. We welcome those of you that have been watching that game from Denver. Spiro Ditas, Solomon Wilcots, Scott Kaplan, rest of our crew from Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. A win for the Raiders clinches their first playoff berth since 2002. and would end the second longest NFL postseason drought behind only Buffalo. One play called. This is Murray spinning his way for a minimal pickup. Damian Square on the tackle, a pickup of 2. This is where we sit currently. Keep in mind, Kansas City, a loser earlier today at home to Tennessee, so the Raiders back at the top of the AFC West, and again they win and they're in.
Yeah, and the Raiders need to keep winning, because should they have the same record as the Chiefs, they would lose by way of the tiebreaker, having lost their 2 regular season games to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Derek Carr, no stranger to leading his team to come from behind wins in the 4th quarter. Play action here. That pass is incomplete. And those two just have not been on the same page today. Cooper again, just 1 catch if you've just joined us. Good coverage on the play by Hayward.
And Hayward's doing one heck of a job in terms of his overall tight coverage, good footwork, and real good tackling, not allowing yards after the catch. He's been in the hip pocket of Amari Cooper all day.
3rd and 8.
You know, the fade route has been good to Michael Crabtree.
Crabtree lined up at the top of your picture in that bunch formation set. Carr sacked. Melvin Ingram wrapping him up. Second time they've gotten to Carr in this game.
Ingram and Bosa, they're going to come over from this side to the right side. That was just a really good play. He was able to beat Austin Howard, the right tackle. Beat him immediately.
Keep in mind, this Oakland team entered today giving up the fewest sacks in the league, just 13. They've given up 2 in this game. Ingram now San Diego's team leader, his 7th sack of the season, as Gostkowski just barely is able to hit from 44 yards out. And the Oakland Raiders, with 2:40 remaining, are back in front.
Oh, the extra points are exciting. Field goals. Can't walk away until you see it go through the uprights. That one, wow. Looked like it started out outside the upright, curled in on the left side. Derek Carr said, oh, yeah, we needed that one. Look how close this one was, Spiro. Look at that. Wow. Sebastian Janikowski. Have you ever hit that golf shot? You just wanted to work it, just had to keep leaning with it, right?
Yeah, Seabass didn't even break his sweat. 17 years in the league. Man, they drafted 17th overall back in that 2000 draft. As good a career by a kicker as we've seen in league history. So a seesaw game, sees the Raiders back in front, 3-point lead with 2:40 remaining. And how many close games have these Chargers been in this season? As this one is returned by Jeremy Davis, short kick by design, and excellent coverage down the field by Darren Bates. A look at the summary. Early fireworks. Rivers to Benjamin for the 47-yard touchdown.
Yeah, the speed got the Chargers on the scoreboard early, and then Carr to Crabtree just before halftime to tie it up at 10 apiece. But then the rookie, Hunter Henry, getting in on the action with a 7-yard touchdown reception. Then the missed extra point by Lambeau. That will come back to haunt him. Of course, Derek Carr and the Raiders end up taking the lead on the Sebastian Janikowski field goal.
Rivers' first down pass incomplete, intended for Benjamin. It's a Chargers team that will miss the playoffs for a 3rd straight year, 6th time in 7 years. But Salmon, even at 5-8, they've been in a lot of close games this season. 11 of their 13 have been decided by 8 points or less.
And sometimes the seed of one season can begin in the previous year. When you're closing out a season in the month of December, your final 3 games, you learn how to win games like this, come from behind, and start winning with a young group around Phillip Rivers, good things can happen.
2nd and 10. Raiders giving chase, and they get to Rivers. It's Bruce Irvin with the sack.
Bruce Irvin just kept working against King Dunlap, coming around the back door. He's going to come from the backside of Rivers, who never see him coming. He could feel him, and he beats King Dunlap and able to track down Phillip Rivers.
2nd sack for Irvin and the 3rd by Oakland in this game. 2-minute warning, 3-point game on CBS.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face.
I'm about to head off to the after party, and thanks to Target, I got this nice little outfit just in time using Order Pickup. Stay fresh. Get last-minute gifts with Order Pickup at Target.
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console with 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, 4K video streaming, and high dynamic range gaming. The new Xbox One S. Smaller, sleeker, sharper. The ultimate games and 4K entertainment system.
Xbox One S, now $249.
Here's one of our best elves hard at work. What's right there? Nothing.
The touchdown. Come on.
Santa, the Davidsons are here to see our workshop.
Oh, well, hello. This is my sleigh. It's how I deliver all the presents by myself. Santa, you got anything else going to Albany? By myself.
Ship with FedEx Express at FedEx Office. It's how the holidays arrive.
Give her a gift from Zales that shines so bright, you may have to wrap it twice. Shop the Zales Season to Sparkle sale for 30% off hundreds of holiday gifts, now through December 24th. Only at Zales, the Diamond Store.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
How would you like to hear what the Pope's Choir will sing on Christmas Eve? You can tonight, only on 60 Minutes.
Join me for my farewell interview with First Lady Michelle Obama inside the White House.
An Oprah Winfrey exclusive this Monday.
Only CBS.
Well, for those of you expecting to see 60 Minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS, and the Raiders take on the Chargers. Spiro Dita-Salmon, Wilcott, Scott Kaplan. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety.
Oakland defense is making plays, like you said, Spiro, getting into the face of Phillip Rivers. That was Khalil Mack coming in with the low hit. This is where Khalil Mack begins to make plays. In the fourth quarter is where he tends to get most of his sacks.
4th and 15 as Rivers will work from the gun. Here they come, Irvin with the contact, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Nelson. Nelson will stumble forward just shy of the 10. And the Raiders and their fans can taste it.
Raider Nation, they're loving the pressure. We always say pressure leads to picks. Phillip Rivers took a hit for Bruce Irvin coming around the backside. Now watch this hit as Rivers was releasing this pass, caused the pass to go errant and away from the intended receiver, right in the hands of Reggie Nelson.
Second San Diego turnover. It was Inman, the intended receiver. And Reggie Nelson reunited in Oakland with Jack Del Rio. Played for him his first 3 years in the league down in Jacksonville with a defensive gem for the Raiders.
Tied for the lead in interceptions one season ago with Marcus Peters. Reggie Nelson has been a stellar player in the NFL for quite some time.
And Solomon for the Chargers, another lead in the fourth quarter squandered. Think of all the heartbreaking losses that they've had, especially the first quarter of the season. Just kind of adds to the frustration that they have been dealing with all season long. Carr will take a knee, and now 90 seconds away for the Raiders. Jack Del Rio, the East Bay native, talked to us last night about going to Raiders games with his dad as a kid, watching every game at home on Sundays. Didn't shy away from how emotional a moment this would be, as he is now the man leading this franchise back into the playoffs for the first time in 13 years.
Well, he's done it the right way. And he and Reggie McKenzie, you could see it's an intense moment for Jack Del Rio.
Oakland will get their record to 11-3 and will maintain first place in the AFC West. Second longest drought behind only Buffalo. Now the party has already begun in the stands here at Qualcomm Stadium.
Well, they've drafted well. Players like their quarterback, Derek Carr, Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper. The coaches have done a really good job developing and training the players.
Have to mention Reggie McKenzie as well, all the work that he has done, as you alluded to earlier, Solomon, with his front office building to this moment. As the Oakland Raiders have punched their ticket to the NFL postseason, their 13-year playoff drought is over. Final score 19-16 as the Raiders get to 11-3. Derek Carr, who lost his first 10 starts as a rookie back in 2014. Viewed upon by so many as the savior of this franchise, has led the silver and black back to the NFL postseason. Updated look at the AFC playoff picture. Raiders now to 11-3 with just 2 regular season weeks left. Reminder coming up later tonight on CBS. NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary. Again, the final, the Raiders 19 and the San Diego Chargers 16 coming up. We will have 60 minutes, followed by NCIS Los Angeles, Madam Secretary, and Elementary. Jack Del Rio enjoying the moment, the interception to seal it by Reggie Nelson. Now for Solomon Wilcott, Scott Kaplan, rest of our crew, Spiro Ditas saying so long from San Diego. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Play of the Day.
In Minneapolis, the coach Andrew Luck found a wide-open Philip Dorsett for a 50-yard strike that sealed the deal against Minnesota. Anthony Harris and the rest of the Vikings couldn't catch Indy's wide receiver as he easily strode into the end zone. That win helped keep the Colts' playoff hopes alive.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It was hard enough finding the right girl, but the perfect ring, there's no pressure there.
You found the perfect girl. Now let me and the diamond experts at Zales help you find the perfect ring. The Vera Wang Love Collection, designed for Zales, the diamond store.
All right, over now. Okay, let's wait a little more.
I'm pumped you guys